So Friday's weather, starting off at the front of the fleet, we're just watching Charlie Dallin across the longitude of Tasmania into the Pacific now, and we're just, he's got a nice little lead here, and he's got the opportunity, we'll see in a few seconds, to move all the way down to the south, southeast after the corner of the exclusion zone. Otherwise, the things we're watching are this developing a high pressure ridge here, which is threatening to cut the fleet in half, and also involves some compression. And the other thing is this big low pressure system here. Damien Sagan just at the front of it. Quite difficult conditions for him at the moment, but he's got good speeds. And then we're going to watch this group up here in particular on top of this low. They're the slightly more experienced sailors like Isabelle Joschke, Jean Le Cam and co on. They're up here in the top of the low by design, by strategy, and that gives them a nice angle all the way down on this jibe, as we'll see in just a few seconds. So that's the general picture of the situation just now. Now looking in a little bit more detail at the front of the fleet. So watching Charlie Dallin here, as I say, getting past the end of the exclusion zone. Now he's working all the way south. This little bubble here means that he has to stay south. This is a little low pressure zone, and watching how that affects Sebastian Simon all the time. Then this high pressure zone, this ridge developing up towards Tasmania, and that is what's going to compress the fleet from about fourth place backwards. You just see them all grouping together more. Quite a good situation at the back for Benjamin Dutroux, Pip Hare and Roman Atasio, though they will see a little bit per compression generally, but all the time watching how Charlie Dallin gets away here. Nice straight line for Sebastian Simon, but this group 4th to 13th, we're seeing this serious compression for them. All the time this little low pressure front coming in from the back, and that means that the compression will continue. But certainly for Charlie Dallin, kind of scot-free, although this high pressure zone developing for him. So that's the situation for the leaders. And now for the group more towards the back, here we see Benjamin Dutroux, Pip Hare and Roman Atanasio on the exclusion zone approaching Cape Lewin. Good conditions for them with this low pressure system coming in from the back. To say Damien Sagan quite nicely positioned for that. And the other thing, as I said, we're watching all the time Isabelle Autissier, Jean Le Cam, some of the more experienced skippers who've done the race before. They've got a much better trajectory down the passage of this low pressure system behind them. So just watching a little bit of compression perhaps for Pip and Roman Atanasio, catching Benjamin Dutroux a little bit. Damien Sagan forced to go a little bit further up to the north, but he has got a good trajectory generally with this low pressure at the back. And then, as I say, just watching how the boats behind come out along the Australian safety exclusion zone. But overall, I say compression for this group, second group, really is what we're watching, the 4th to 13th. That's going to be quite interesting over the next few days.